What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, or if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do the same thing. So it's 4 a.m. here, so y'all bear with me as we get through this review. But I'm really excited about this review. This is for the new Zeus show, Bobby, I Love You, Purrr. Okay, that is the series starring Roland Ray, Jason Lee, and Bobby Lights from Love and Hip Hop Miami. Now, I was a little bit skeptical about this show because we know how Zeus is with their productions. But I was thoroughly impressed. And I started thinking to myself, it's really funny. Like the shows that Natalie doesn't produce, I really enjoy a lot more. No shade, Natalie. No shade. But like Jocelyn's Cabaret has always been so good, besides the reunion. And now this show, like, I was like, wow, this is a really, really entertaining. Now, it's ratchet, of course, but it's Zeus. But in my opinion, with only one episode, we're one episode in, and this is already probably the best show Zeus has on their entire network. And I know that's saying a lot really soon. But based off that trailer and based off that first episode, it was giving what needed to be gave. Okay? From beginning to finish. It was giving what needed to be gave. And we're gonna get into why I think of that. And first of all, just also having Bobby Lights and having Rolling Ray, I was wondering, like, what is this going to be like? Like, it's just so random. But these are two really regardless of what you think of both of them, they're very entertaining. I love Bobby Lights and Rolling Ray together. They're hilarious. They're being themselves. They funny shade, funny moments. You know, we love, it doesn't have to always be fights and so dark. Having some comedic relief in there is nice. So, I've also had like a love-hate relationship with Bobby Lights. He's blocked me on Instagram, but that ain't gonna stop me from talking about you and making money off your ass. But, oh, and I've actually bought his OnlyFans. Now, Bobby, I love you on this show, but your OnlyFans is trash as fuck. Just saying. I bought two OnlyFans in my entire life. I bought Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami, and I bought Bobby's. I don't know. I've always thought they were both cute. Prince in a dominant way, and Bobby in a more submissive way. I like both dominant and submissive. So I don't know. I've always been attracted to them both. But I did notice Bobby's had a little bit of work done to his face. I think he looked better before. I'm sorry to say that, Bobby, but I'm gonna have to keep it real here on my channel. Like, just chill out on the like. You're young. You're still young. Chill out on the fillers and the Botox. And a lot of people don't think 31, 32 is young, but that's still young. Okay, chill on the Botox and the filler and stuff. Like, I'm 29. I'll be 30 in like 10 months. So I don't see myself ever getting Botox and filler that young, but hey, that's neither here nor there, to each their own. So we're gonna go, as I go through this recap, we're gonna talk about the different cast members, what I think about each one. I don't know everybody's name yet. We're gonna learn the names together as we watch the season, find out who we love. Y'all make sure you chime in below, let me know who your favorites are and who you guys can't stand. And just off the bat, as the intro played and I'm looking, I'm like, I've definitely seen Bakari before. He's got the tattoos and the dreads. I'm like, bam, Twitter porn. I know I saw him on Twitter before on porn. He's the one who could suck his own dick, which he says later on in the show. So I noticed him, and he was also a part of the Bad Boys Houston auditions. Y'all peeped that? Y'all remember that? So yeah, he's cute, but also, I can't believe they put Andre Marhold in the show. Now, what they should have done, you know how they brought Andre at the end? He's the one who came in at the very end that was Bobby's ex. They should have kept him out of the credits, or the intro. They put him in the intro, so it kind of ruined the surprise at the end. But I was wondering throughout the show where Andre was. For those who don't know who Andre is, he was famously known for being linked to Jeffree Star. He's the basketball player who left his girlfriend and who had just got pregnant and went off to be with Jeffree Star for the fame and the clout. Now Andre's cute. Now I'm not even gonna cap. He's cute, but he's been around town a few times. Um, and he likes the spotlight. You can tell, but hey. Also, Ike. Y'all know who Ike is. Ike is the one who brought Bobby the flowers. I know Ike from Chasing Atlanta. If y'all have never seen Chasing Atlanta, it's on YouTube, and it's better than any reality show on cable right now. I'm like, hand to God, I love Chasing Atlanta. Any of the Chasing series. There's Chasing LA, Chasing Dallas, Chasing Atlanta. They're on YouTube. It's an LGBT show. It's almost like if you have housewives and love and hip hop and you mash them together with gay and trans people, that's Chasing. So if you haven't seen that, the one who that brought Bobby the flowers, he's on that show. Check that out. Shout out to Andario and Chasing Reality. And Ike, he's so fine. Ike is so fine. Now, let me first of all say, they got the casting right with this one. Because there is a lot of fine motherfuckers in this house. Now, I don't know if they're fine on the inside. We're going to have to find that out. But there's a lot of cute dudes on the show. And Ike, if you're watching, DM me, daddy. The theme song, did y'all like the theme song? It was really catchy, especially compared to that's a bad boy shit that they did on Bad Boys LA that just ragged me in the head until I was about deaf. But Bobby's, I can't remember how it goes, but it was actually kind of catchy. I liked it. It's a lot better than the Bad Boys song. But yeah, so I really have to give Zeus their props because from beginning to end, I was really impressed. As far as the casting, then they show the house. I'm really impressed with the house. The house is really nice. I'm like, okay, Zeus. You're doing it for me. And then the concept, like everything about the show, they're doing really good so far. We got a concept. He's looking for love, unlike Baddies, where there is no concept. We got a great cast. We got a nice house. The theme song was nice. It's just overall so far really, really good. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Okay. But another thing I was thinking, aside from Bobby Lights and all that, this show is going to be really interesting because y'all are putting a bunch of fine ass gay guys in a house together, and bisexual guys in a house together. And y'all think they're going to be there just for Bobby and be loyal to him. I guarantee you they're going to be hoes fucking up in this corner of the house. There's going to be hoes fucking up in this corner of the house. Dudes is going to be secretly swapping numbers and hooking up. Let's be real here. 85% of these guys are not here for Bobby Lights. Hell, Bobby ain't even there for them. Everybody's here to get a check and to get a platform. And so they can up them followers, they can get those endorsement deals. They want that little bit of clout and fame. And I can't blame them. Look, if I apply for the show, I'm not going to try to date Bobby Lights. I'm going to go, make the best of it, have a fun experience, get my money, get this platform. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that in the confessionals, Bobby has a vape in his hand, and this is just something off the wall I was thinking. I'm like, if y'all notice, like our generation, the generation before us, and our parents' generation, it was all about smoking cigarettes. And don't get me wrong, I love a good cigarette every now and then if I'm drunk, fucked up, whatever, high, whatever. But our generation, like everybody has a vape now. Have y'all noticed that? I don't even have one because of other people. I used to be a heavy smoker, and it's just helped me stop smoking. But I'm like, everybody's got one of these now. So Ray and Bobby are together, and they're waiting for the boys to arrive. But they're also waiting on Jason Lee, who I guess Jason Lee is going to make appearances here and there throughout the episode. And Jason... Wait. Okay, so they go outside, or is it Ray that goes outside? Anyway, I can't remember who went outside first. It was either Rolling Ray or Jason who went outside first and introduced the boys. I think Jason shows up. He tells Ray, I've got a surprise for you. The bus pulls up and all the guys get out and they come to the front of the house in traditional Flavor of Love fashion. When they first pull up to the house, everybody gets outside. They stand outside and they wait for Bobby Lights. They wait for Jocelyn. They wait for Flavor Flav, whoever is over the show. First impressions, though, on a lot of these guys, I really thought the Jamaican guy was cute at first. Y'all remember him? I feel like I'm jumping ahead. Maybe not. Okay, I'm sorry. Back up a little bit. They're not at the house yet. They're on the bus, headed to the house. So the guys come out and they get on the bus. First impression, the Jamaican guy. I feel like he's going to kind of be up Bobby's alley, which we see later on. He's a firecracker. I really like him. And then little stunt queen Dimitri. Now, Dimitri is a hot topic this episode. A lot of this episode is about Dimitri. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's the little white boy who stirred up all the shit in the entire episode. He wants to get a moment. No, this isn't Dimitri. I'm talking about the... Fuck, what's going on with me? Not Dimitri. I'm talking about the guy who got on the stripper pole at the beginning. Y'all remember him? And he spun on the pole and sat on Ike's lap. And Ike was like, boy, get your ass off of me. I would have felt the same way. Like, why are you sitting on my lap? Are you looking for a moment? Like, we just got here. Sit your ass down somewhere. You up here trying to show the fuck out? Like, no. Like, it'd be cool if you want to get on the pole and do your thing. That's fine. But don't sit on my lap. I don't know you. So one of these boys can run back and tell Bobby, oh, dude's sitting on dude's lap. And then they get rid of me and you. Don't fuck up my shot. And Ike, like I said, you ain't there for Bobby either. It's killing me because everybody's like, I'm here for Bobby. I'm here for Bobby. Y'all know y'all ain't there for him, but I get it. You got to do what you got to do for TV. And then there's Tony, who is in a wheelchair, which I think is cool. I want to give another shout out to Zeus, and I'm giving them their props because I ragged them on a lot of shit, but shout out to Zeus for giving people an opportunity who wouldn't normally get an opportunity, you know? Like Roland Ray's finally getting his chance to shine when people have been stealing his catchphrases and things for years, you know? He's getting a chance to shine now. Well, I think, when I say stealing his catchphrases, I say I think. Now, don't shoot me if somebody else did Purrr first and is giving and all those different sayings. But I just think it's cool that somebody's giving Ray a chance. And also Tony, someone in a wheelchair who wouldn't normally be chosen for a reality show. And not only that, giving gay men a chance to be on TV and shine. Even though they're shining in a ratchet way, Zeus gives us, guys like me, a chance. All these other networks, BET, VH1, MTV, Bravo, they won't give us an ensemble gay cast a chance. A lot of the networks aren't ready for it. They're not ready for it. Like True T, I asked somebody who works for Carlos King. Y'all know who Carlos King is. I said, why don't y'all produce an all-gay ensemble cast show? And she told me, shout out to Angela Dugan. She works for Kingdom Reign and Carlos King. She told me we've tried to do an all-ensemble cast of gay men, and the networks won't, they don't want it, they're not ready for it. They don't want to buy it. But Zeus being a streaming platform, they can do whatever the fuck they want. So they're giving us a chance. They're giving people who would never have a chance. So they're on the bus, of course, the Sprinter van. They're headed to the house. Bakari, which is the guy with the tattoos, the porn star, he introduces himself and says he does porn. He's like, I'm a porn star. I sleep with men. I sleep with women. I sleep with trans. I sleep with trans men. I sleep with, what else? Trans women, trans men. But then he said, but he's not gay. But you told Blueface you was straight. You definitely ain't straight, Bubba. You may be bisexual. We can give you that. But you going in front of people and lying and saying you straight, then you over here, you saying you're not, it's giving confused. Like, you know what you want. Don't act confused. You know what you like. You know what you want. Own it. Own that shit. But at the beginning, dude in the wheelchair, to me, is giving very insecure and messy. Because first of all, he started winding Dimitri up. Dimitri's the one who started shit the entire episode and was, I wouldn't say he started shit. He kept shit going. But dude with the wheelchair provoked him first. Y'all remember on the bus, he was like, I don't think you're here for Bobby. You don't look really happy like you're here for Bobby. And it's like, why are you messing with dude? Like, little dude, Dimitri, he's just so weird. I don't know what it is about him, but the little white boy was killing me. He's my husband, not yours. Not yours. I'm like, okay, okay, get him, sis. And I was gonna defend Dimitri at first for being picked on, but then I couldn't do it because you got in your confessional and you started talking all that shit with the microaggressions and that little shade he was doing, talking about I'm in this bus full of these guys who don't speak well, they're not educated, and it's like, say what now? Now this is why you don't get your ass whooped. You know what you're trying to say. You're trying to be racist as fuck. You're on a Sprinter van full of black and mixed men, biracial men, black men, however you want to say it, on a bus with all these different guys, and you talking this shit. Like, at the end of the day, you really want to spew the N-word. You know you do, but your ass would have got whopped in that bus and you'd have been canceled so fucking quick, Dimitri. And a lot of people I noticed on Twitter and social media, they really like Dimitri. I don't. A lot of people I was saying was like, Dimitri was the realest one this episode. I'm like, are we watching the same episode? This motherfucker, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. He held his own. He can't fight, but he held his own because he could have broke down, cried, and went home. Then to come to find out, Dimitri was starting shit before the show even started. Y'all remember they said before they started filming, all the boys were hanging out, and Dimitri slung a drink at somebody. And then I'm thinking, wait, why are y'all hanging out before the filming even starts? Like, I was confused by that. Shouldn't you wait to get the boys together on the first day of filming so it can be organic and authentic interactions when they first meet one another? Because now you got everybody tense against Dimitri, and we don't have the backstory. We didn't get to see what really happened. We had to have them tell us in confessionals. Cash, the one with the curly long hair, he sort of looks Samoan or Hispanic or something. He's the one who had his shirt off and was fighting a whole damn episode. He's another cutie. I thought he was cute. I think him and Bobby would be cute together. So Jason finally pulls up. And he pulls up to Rowan Ray, and he's like, Ray, I got a surprise for you. The surprise ends up being the boys. The boys all come out. They're all in front of the house, like I said earlier, in front of Ray and Jason. And Jason decides to be a little messy, and he asks, he welcomes the boys, welcome here, yada, yada, yada. Now, who was the one who decided to throw the drink yesterday? All the boys point at Dimitri. And before you know it, Cash, was that his name? Cash, the one I was just talking about. Before you know it, Cash lunges out of nowhere and just decks him right in the head. Dimitri comes up and gets him right in the fucking head. So this moment with Ray. So after the chaos dies down, when Cash jumps Dimitri, Ray walks up to him and says, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Let me see. Let me see. Oh my God, your head is purple. Your head is purple. It's giving purple rain, purple rain." This is what I said. You know what? I'm stamping the approval for Rolling Ray being on this show because he's fucking funny, man. I love a natural funny bitch. Unlike somebody like Sydney Starr, who just can't bring it up on the top of their dome. They can't read from the top of their dome, or they can't come up with clever shit off the top of their head. So they use scripted shit. They use things they heard from other reality shows. No, Rolling Ray is perfect. He's TV gold, okay? So after everything dies back down, Jason tries to rally everybody back up. Here comes Dimitri from behind, right at Cash, and gets his book bag and slings it like a bitch with a purse. Like a bitch who's fighting off somebody who's mugging her with her purse. Now, a lot of people said, what's wrong with him trying to get Cash back? Because Cash sneaked him first. I agree. There's nothing wrong with Dimitri trying to get his one back because Cash sneaked him first. Let me tell you the problem that I have. Because, number one, you came up from behind and you're using a book bag. Number two, if y'all go back and rewind, when he comes around with that book bag and slings, there's people standing beside of Cash, and it startles them as well. So I put myself in that position, and if I'm standing there next to Cash, and all of a sudden I see a book bag out of my peripheral, and I can feel somebody behind me, my first reflex is to swing. So when all these boys start fucking kicking and jumping at this motherfucker, I don't have no sympathy for Dimitri. Listen, I don't believe in jumping, but when you run your mouth constantly and you throwing drinks at people, and now you want to be a big dog and try to come up behind me with that book bag, you gotta have some hands, Dimitri. That's the thing. Yes, he held his own, but is it really holding your own when you can't fight? You can't do nothing. Like you literally sling. This is how he fights, and then they get him on the ground. He kicking. Like it was just a hot mess. Like if Dimitri could fight, that'd be a different story. That'd be a different story. But I mean, I gotta give him his props. I gotta give him his props for hanging in there and holding his own, even though he can't fight. So let's see where we at. And then he'd be in the corner like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. No, you know you about to break inside, but you holding it together, but you want to break, but you trying to say, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Well, I can see through it. I can see through it. One of the dudes is talking about they're jumping, but like I said, you really can't blame people. Y'all put yourself in their shoes. If dude had been talking shit since we got there, if he done slung drinks on people, and then all of a sudden he coming up out of nowhere slinging shit and it's hitting me too, like no, I'm gonna kick your ass too. I don't care who's jumping on you. Like, settle the fuck down. I think what Dimitri should have done was waited, let everybody get in the house, let shit die down. Then you sneak Cash and get his ass back when he least expected. If that's how you want to do it. If we want to do sneak dissing and shit like that. So here comes Bobby outside. And he finally gets their attention. And then here come the cute Jamaican one up on his knees. Oh, Bobby, oh. And I'm like, it's giving weird. It's giving thirsty. If I was Bobby, I would have been like, take your ass back over there. Don't be over here. You're like, don't. Because y'all out here acting a fucking fool. Y'all seen how mad he was. And I'm like, is he really mad? Or is he putting on a show? Because he knows deep down this is good for ratings. Like, if they would have came in and did nothing, it would have been kind of boring. So I think secretly inside, Bobby was loving it. And Jason, even though people are calling Jason messy, but again, if Jason wasn't there to be the executive producer and stir the shit up a little bit, will we have these fights? I don't think so. I think episode 1 would have been a little, maybe not boring, but it wouldn't have been as exciting. And it's sad that that all these fights make it exciting, but come on, we're the Bad Girls Club fans. We ratchet. We like that kind of shit. The dude with the gold teeth, I know we're only one episode in, but the dude with the gold teeth, he's so sexy. And I could also see him and Bobby together as well. He looks like Bobby's type. And he's been real laid back and chill the entire time. Because if I was there and I was Bobby, that would be my type. Somebody who ain't trying to get in the spotlight. Somebody who ain't fighting every 5 seconds. Like, I like a chill ass dude. So that's what would have attracted me. Bobby's telling them how disappointed he is. And Roland Ray has a point, like I said. He said, you shouldn't be blaming these dudes. You should be blaming Jason for stirring this shit up. But like I said, Jason is an executive producer of the show, for y'all that didn't know. So I think he's putting that to work subconsciously by getting these dudes getting them stirred up, asking them these questions. Bobby asked Dimitri what's wrong with him. And I'm fucking stunned that this queen, who don't even know how to fight, literally walks up, starts talking, and swings on somebody else. Like you swung on I think he's a Hispanic dude, Latino dude. Oh, curly hair. That wasn't Cash, was it? Let me see. Let me see. What was dude's name? I don't know. I can't find dude's name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The curly hair. He's kind of short. He's the one who got thrown in the pool in the super trailer. Dimitri just starts swinging on him too. Like you got your one back. Well, even though you didn't, when it came the first time you swung with the backpack, okay, it should be done now. You trying to run up on more people now. And my thing is, Bobby just stepped out. I'm like, are you trying to get the fuck sent home on day one, bro? So I'm a little confused with what Dimitri's end goal is. Part of me thinks that he was so embarrassed by how everything played out, so he's just trying to redeem himself. I mean, I kind of don't blame him in that situation. But I just don't like, you're not going to last long in this house trying to swing on every fucking body in there. And then he laying on the ground. Security hold him on the ground. He talking about, I'm New York up in this bitch. It's New York up in this bitch. You really making New York look bad, to be honest. And you don't represent New York. So to be saying all that shit, like acting like you represent them, you would make them look bad if you did. So no, leave New York out of it, Dimitri. Dimitri literally, let me tell you, this was when I stopped giving him the benefit of the doubt and I was sick to my stomach. Is when he kicked the old dude in the wheelchair. Not Roland Ray, but the contestant, the guy who's there for Bobby. You try kicking at this motherfucker. He didn't do anything to you, Dimitri. Like, that shows me right there that you a weak ass, punk ass bitch. You really are. You know, swung on all these people when you can't fucking fight. You know, used a book bag and tried to hit somebody with it like it's a goddamn purse. Now you over here trying to hit on disabled people. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And if you're gonna be that much of an asshole, you would think that you would at least be cute while you sitting up here with all this goddamn chest hair, that pink chest, fucking red face. You ain't cute at all, baby. You are not cute at all. And he is the type of gay guy that I just don't get along with, y'all. I'm telling you, if I met Dimitri outside of all this shit, watching TV, on the show, all that, I would think the motherfucker was crazy and I'd want to deck him too. I want to deck him too. And then we got people on Twitter talking about Dimitri is the realest one in the house. Are we watching the same fucking show? Are we watching the same show? Like, mind blown. Crush. That's the dude's name. Crush is the one that Dimitri ran up on the second time. Okay? Not the first, not the third, not the fourth, because he's tried it that many times the second time. Jason is continuing to start the pot, so he says, you know what? I'm old school. I'm old. Let me let Dimitri, Crush, 30 seconds, y'all fight. So I'm thinking, okay, Crush, get you one in, do your big one, and fuck him up. Since he thinks he can fuck everybody else up, they get their 30 seconds in, and I'm like, really? Because Crush was acting like he was fixing to crush his ass, but you didn't. Like, you like grappled him, y'all fell to the floor, security pulled you off. Now, Crush claims he got his one in, but I didn't see anything land or stick. Did y'all? Like, let me know in the comments if y'all saw anything. I don't think I did. But Crush is low-key cute too. Call me a hoe. It is what it is. But a lot of these dudes in this show are cute as fuck. Crush is a cutie. Like, I just want to eat him up. Did y'all peep whoever that was beside Roland Ray lighting his cigarettes? I said, damn, Ray got it like that. They got him his own PA on. They got him his own personal assistant there for him to light his motherfucking cigarettes. I said, okay, Ray, that's how you negotiate a contract. I need a personal assistant to help me out with my wheelchair and getting around and lighting my Newports. Yes, ma'am. That's how you negotiate a contract, right? So Dimitri starts running his cocksucker again when Bobby has finally got everybody to calm down and shut the fuck up. And it was another hallelujah, thank you, Ray moment because Ray said, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up, Dimitri. And I'm like, thank you. Why couldn't y'all done this at the beginning? Because all this hoe has been doing from the beginning is running his cocksucker. From the beginning to the very fucking end of the episode. He's over here, yes, New York, bitch, New York. I'm not fazed by any of these hoes. Come on, get you. Come on, I fucked you up. I hit you, hoe. I pulled your hair. Like, you are such a bitch. You are such a bitch. Oh my God. So dude with the curly hair that I talked about earlier, what was his name? I'm trying to do good with names. I'm trying to get these names going. Cash. So Cash, he's the one who had his shirt off for a lot of the episode that was fighting with Dimitri. I think he would be cute with Bobby too. I think he's Bobby's type as well. So we got Cash. I think he's got a good shot. I think the guy with the gold teeth has a good shot. I think the tall, light-skinned dude with the dark beard, who kind of gives me Drake vibes, but he's cuter than Drake. I think he's got a good chance. And I think the guy, the Jamaican guy, the Jamaican man, I think he's got a good chance as well, because that Jamaican boy, ooh, he messy, but he getting in there and he's exposing everybody. You can tell he's playing chess and not checkers. He's playing chess, not checkers. He's got dirt on people. He's bringing it up to Bobby. He's exposing. He told Andre in the super trailer, "You freaking and fucking on Twitter. You freaking and fucking on OnlyFans. You slut puppet on every fucking social media site." So he is to be watched. He's gonna be one to watch. He looks like he may be the star. He's giving me star. He's giving me the Natalie Nunn of the group. So Jason tells Bobby, I have one more surprise for you. Or I have a surprise for you before we go in. Someone from your past who wants to come back and have another chance. So at this point, I had forgotten about Andre. Even though I wondered where he was throughout the episode, I had kind of forgotten about him. And then when Jason says, I have you a surprise, he's someone from your past, that's when it clicked. Because if y'all didn't know, Bobby and Andre, Bobby says they dated. I didn't know they dated, but I did see them all over social media together, hugged up last summer, I believe. And they were in Miami all hugged up last summer. I think they did do some OnlyFans stuff, because when I bought Bobby's OnlyFans, they were in the shower naked. There was no sex, there was no fucking, no penetration. That's why I think Bobby's OnlyFans was trash. There was none of that. It's just like him being sensual and seductive. And so him and Andre are in the shower messing around with one another. But I'm glad they brought Andre in. I think he's going to intimidate some of the guys. He obviously does have some of them shook, as we see in the super trailer. But aside from Andre being passed around the community a little bit, he is fine as fuck. I got to give him that. He's cute. He's tall. One dude called him a Chris Brown wannabe, or Chris Brown knockoff or something. Hey, he's a good looking knockoff, I tell you that. Y'all may not think so, but that's my type. Well, I can't say that's my type because he's tall, because Crush is short and I think he's cute too. But I'm 6'2", so I usually like to date a guy my height or taller. So I think that's why Andre's attractive to me, because he's so tall. But I'm anxious for this season. I'm so excited for this show. This show is everything that Bad Boys Club should have been. Natalie, Zeus Network, Lemmy, anybody that's listening, please, whatever y'all did for Bad Boy, or for Bobby, I Love You, do the same thing for Bad Boys moving forward. Get these kind of guys, please. Get guys that we don't really know. It makes it so much more interesting, because they've never really been on TV before. So we're not going to get the dramatics all the time, like we got with Milan, like we got with all the rest of them last season, you know. But y'all know how it goes. Make sure you chime in below and join the conversation. Are you excited about this episode, or are you excited about this season? I give it a 9 out of 10. I almost would have gave it a 10, but I want to say 9.5. It was a really good premiere. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It never really fell flat the entire time. I'm looking forward to what's to come, the different feuds. I'm looking forward to seeing who wins. And if he and Bobby actually end up together, who knows? Let me know in the comments who was your favorite so far. Who are you rooting for? Who is your least favorite? Mine is Dimitri. I ain't fucking with Dimitri. What do y'all think about Dimitri? Because there seems to be mixed reviews. Do you think Dimitri was all the way in the right and that Dimitri is the star? Or do you feel like I feel and Dimitri is a dud? I'm telling you, it was over for me after he tried to kick old dude in the wheelchair. That showed me what kind of scumbag you really are. Also, who do you think is going to ultimately win? Who, I know we're really close or really early in the season to be predicting things like this. Who do y'all feel like has the best chance to win the show and win Bobby Light's love? Also, let me see, anything else. If you haven't already, check out my Baddies Season 2, Episode 11 review. Just posted that today. And I guess I will see you guys next week on Episode 2, right back here, each and every week. Love y'all so much. Make sure you subscribe.